Hi everyone, myself Professor Satish Oli, Professor from Civil Engineering Department. Today we are going to see regarding fluid mechanics lab. In that we are taking regarding centrifugal pump. Okay. So objective of this experiment is to have a graph with respect to overall efficiency versus discharge and head versus discharge. So why we should do that? Because in terms when you find an efficiency, we'll come to know how much with respect to that efficiency that particular pump is pumping the water out. Okay, and also we'll come to know with respect to that efficiency what will be the head also. Okay, so that is the major part. The apparatus here use a centrifugal pump and we are using a digital speedometer. This is a digital speedometer which we are going to use for the centrifugal pump to measure the RPM of that pump itself. Okay, so we are using this device. And the readings that should be taken in this experiment are suction pressure or in vacuum pressure, you can say. That one we are going to take. We are going to take a delivery gauge reading. So here what we are doing, you are doing in constant head method. So what we are doing here is 0.5, 1 and 1.5, that constant head we are going to, delivery head we are going to maintain over here. You are going to take a time, you are going from in a collection tank, what you are going to do is you are going to see how much 10 centimeter rise of water is taking place with respect to time. And you are taking, or you can say you are measuring 5 revolution, how much time it is taking in an energy meter itself. So these readings you are going to take here in this experiment. Now we are seeing in observation tabular column with the experiment. So we need to have a speed of pump, the symbol is N in terms of RPM for 3 trials. You need to note down the pressure gauge reading, or you can say delivery gauge reading, that is PG in terms of kg per centimeter square. You need to measure again a vacuum pressure gauge, that is PS. The unit is in terms of mm of Hg itself. You need to take the reading in collection tank for the rise of water of 10 centimeters, how much time it is been taking. So that will be noted in terms of seconds. Again you need to find out from an energy meter itself. Okay, so in that disk how much revolution for 5 revolution, how much time it is taking, that is you need to find that also in terms of seconds itself. Again what they have given in the manual itself is key collection tank area has got 0.25 meters square. Okay, the area of section is around 0.025. The delivery area is around 0.025. The density of water is around 1000 kg per meter cube, and the energy constant K equals to 12,000. So these are being given in the manual itself, and this is an observation table which you need to record. We can say this is the data sheet which you need to record in the laboratory experiment. So next half you will see with respect to laboratory experiment. So thank you. Hi everyone, this is Professor Satish Oli from Civil Engineering Department. Today we are going to see the experiment regarding fluid mechanics lab. This is an experiment is a part for the 4th semester engineering students for the Civil Engineering Department. We are going to see the experiment on pumps. So pumps here, what we are doing here is we are finding out the characteristics of pump like overall efficiency, specific speed, specific unit speed and all. Okay, what's in unit power and all we are going to find out over here. That will be done in the calculation part, but this part of the video what we are going to see is we are going to see how to take the readings regarding the experiment of this. This is an constant speed method with varying head. Okay, so what we are going to do is you need to take the delivery gauge reading, you need to take a vacuum gauge reading over here, and you need to take this energy disk reading. So how much time it is taking to revolve for 5 revolution, how much time it is taking, that we need to note down. You need to find out how much volume of water is being collected in this collection tank. Okay, so what we are going to do here is with the help of piezometer, how much there is a 10 centimeter rise of water. Okay, and for that how much time it is taking, that you are going to note it down. So now what we are going to do is you are going to start up the experiment. Okay, so I am going to on the motor. I am going to set my delivery gauge reading to 0.5. just in this discharge now. I'm going to write that one as 0.5. This is around 600. Now I'm going to see how much time the fire revolution is taking in this energy disk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to stop it. It is around 5.43. So that I'm going to mention over here. Now I'm going to see for the rise of 10 centimeter height of water, how much time it is taking in that collection time. I'm going to close this discharge valve and predetermine one point where I'm determining for 11. So 11 plus 10 is, sorry, 12 I'm going to take, 14. Okay, so 14 I have started. So 14 plus 10 is 24. So how much time is taking to reach that 24 centimeters? Stop it. So it is around 15.94. So we have seen that the time taken for the 10 centimeter rise in water level of tank in collection time. So it is around 15.94. Okay, that you have taken. Now I want to check what's the RPM for this one. So RPM is 2732. So that I'm going to note it down over here. That is 2732. That is has been noted down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the head and bring it to 1. Okay, so I'm going to write it in that delivery gauge reading, that is 1. That is 600. Vacuum gauge reading is 600. I'm going to see for fire revolution how much time it is taking. I'm going to start with stop clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is around 5.47. I'm going to close the discharge valve. I'm going to fix a pre-treatment point. Here I'm fixing it 12. Okay, I started my stop clock. I'm going to see with 22. So for 10 centimeter rise, how much time it is taking, that I'm going to note it down. So 12 plus 10 is 22 to 22 centimeters. So I'm going to stop my stop clock when it is reached 22. So the value is around 15.78. That I'm going to note down. Now I want to take the revolution, how much RPM it is there. It is 2752. That I'm going to note it down. Now I'm going to raise the head again to 1.5. Now for 1.5 the vacuum gauge there is 580. That I'm going to note it down, 1.5. Now I'm going to see how much time it is taking to revolve for 5 seconds. Sorry, for 5 revolutions. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So it is around 5.18 seconds. That I'm going to note it down. Now I want to close the collection tank wall. I'm going to see what the 10 second rise, how much time it is taking. I'm going to fix the point here. It has a 13. So 13 plus 10 is around 23. So I'm going to wait for 23. I'm going to wait for 23. I'm going to wait for 23. I'm going to wait for 23 and stop. So now it is for 23 days 15.94. Okay. Now for that time I'm going to take the revolution. Revolution is 2676. So revolution is 2676. That I'm going to note it down. 2676. So in this way you need to take the readings regarding the experiment of pump. In the further half of the video we are going to see how to calculate the calculation regarding this experiment. So thank you very much. So earlier I explained regarding the pumps itself. So today we are going to see the manual part. As you can see that in our manual itself, in observation they have given an AC, that's an area of tank that is 0.025 square meters, suction pipe diameter as 0.025 meters and delivery pipe diameter as 0.025 meters, density of water that is 1000 kg per meter cube, energy constant K, it's 1200 revolution per kilowatt hour itself. Okay, so these things are being given in the manual. There we need to put this data sheet over here, tableau column itself. We need to note down speed of the pump in terms of RPM, delivery pressure gauge readings and vacuum pressure gauge readings. That has to be noted down here. We need to write the reading. We need to take the reading of 10 centimeter rise of water level in collection tank in terms of seconds. Okay, we also need to note down the time taken for 5 revolution of energy meter disk. That thing has to be also noted down over here. So what we are doing in constant head method. So we need to put a delivery region 0.5, 1 and 1.5 over here, and these are the calculations. Here what we need to do here is, these things are in manual, we need to copy it. We need to find an actual discharge, that is AC, that's a tank area, into 10 by T into 100. You need to find an area of section pipe diameter. So previously you can see here the diameter, everything has been given, and the area of the tank is also been given. That value we need to put here itself. And from that Q actual, you need to find the velocity of flow of water in section, that is Q by AS. Okay, that you need to find. You need to find the area of pipe. Okay, you need to find a velocity in the delivery pipe, that is also VD equals to Q by AD, that you need to find. You need to find a delivery head, that is HD into PD into 10. Okay, so now again what we need to find, we need to find a section or a vacuum head, that is HS equals to HS equals to 10 into PS by 760. Okay, so that thing also been need to be calculated over here itself. Again again you need to find in total head against the water in the pump. So that is H, that is in total H plus HS plus HD plus V square D minus Vs square by 2G into X. Okay, so that you will get from here itself. You need to find it from here. The X value has been given, X is equal to 0.65 meters. Okay, so that you need to do. Now you need to find in power output for the pump. The power output formula has been given as P0 equals to rho G QH by 1000 equals to 9.81 into QH. So that you need to do it. You need to find the power input to the pump. Okay, that is 3600 into N into Nm by K into TC, or you can write directly 360 into N is nothing but 5 value over here, and Nm is nothing but 0.90 by 1500 into TC. Okay, so that one you need to do it. Okay, so where Nm is nothing but it's a transmissional efficiency of the belt. Okay, and it is been assumed as 0.9, so it has been given it here itself, the manual. You need to find an overall efficiency using this formula. You need to find a specific speed using this formula. You need to find an unit speed using this formula. You need to find the unit quantity or an unit discharge using this formula. You need to find an unit power using this formula itself. Okay, so now we will see how they have been calculated over here. This is a pump. You can see that if efficiency is high, it will be more in terms of head. Okay, and also in terms of output also. Okay, so this is in particular graph. Okay, so the correction tank area, so that already they have given the section pipe area, that has been also mentioned in the manual itself. Now you can see in the tabular column they have taken RPM thrice. Okay, because first time when you put it, that time you may not be have taken the reading properly. Taking thrice and finding an average of that, okay, it will be more accurate. And you can see the pressure gauge reading. Okay, you can see here vacuum gauge reading that has been noted down. You can see over here total head that has been noted down. You can see the depth of water with respect to 10 centimeter rise. Okay, so the time is this much. Okay, now we are going for calculation part. Okay, so first one, you are calculating cube actual with respect to 10 centimeter height. Okay, you can see the time here is 15 seconds. Next, you need to find what a section diameter. So using section area using that section diameter. Then you are finding, okay, Vs equals to Q actual by A. That one you are finding out over here itself. Okay, so you got 0.0049 here. That one A value that you have put it over here, and 0.0016 this value you have put it here itself, 0.00166. Now what you are done, you are finding out in delivery pipe area itself. That is you are going to find from that you are going to find Vd, that is nothing but an velocity of water in delivery pipe by using Q actual by AD. Okay, so same thing you are done here itself. Okay, then you're going to find a delivery head, that is HD. So HD is nothing but, first one, HD is PG into 10. So PG here is nothing but it's in delivery gauge reading. So we are taking 0.51 and 1.5 that you are utilizing here itself. You are finding out the next time you are finding out in section head over here by using this formula again. Next, you're finding a total head against which water is being pumped. Again, you are using HS. So already you have find HD and HS over here. Okay, plus Vd square 2 minus 2Vs square plus R, X. This is X, not R. This is X over here. And using that formula, you are finding out in total head, and from that you are finding what? You are finding in total output power of the pump. Okay. Again, you are find out power input in the pump. You find out an efficiency. Here you got an efficiency around 11.12. You find out a specific speed. So specific speed is around 12.39 RPM. You find out in unit discharge from this, and you find out in unit speed also. Okay, so unit discharge is nothing but Q by under root H. Okay, so unit speed is nothing but Nu equals to N by H. Okay, so you have put it all the values over here, and by this way you are calculating the pumps itself. Okay, so these are the calculations regarding the pumps. So thank you very much.